Hello, it's Jeanette with You Amazing Paper Crafts. Thank you for joining me in my craft closet. Today I'd like to share with you a project that I'm going to be calling the Toten Get Well Card Gift Box. And it doubles as a Get Well card and a gift box because inside here I have a double box of tea bags. So you can hold up to 4 tea bags in this little Get Well card box. And it closes like a little book, like a little diary book. And you can put your favorite ribbon on it. And this one here, I am using some of the English Garden DSP. And I think I'll make another one with another piece of the DSP from that same collection. So let's get started. It's very easy to make. And you're going to just love it when it comes to cold and flu season, which is approaching us quite rapidly. And pretty soon, people are going to need some tea bags to get over their colds. Okay, so anyway, the first thing you're going to need is a piece of cardstock that measures 7.5 by 5.5. Okay, and then you're going to need 2 pieces of cardstock that measures 5.5 by 4.25. Okay, so this is Old Olive, and the DSP that I'm going to be using is, like I say, from the English Garden collection. And you're going to need 3 pieces that measure 3 inches by 5 inches. So I've got my 3 pieces here. And you're also going to need 2 pieces that measure 3 inches by 2.25 inches. So let's get started with the scoring. I'm not going to bring in my scoreboard. I have a problem with my lights today, and you'll get way too much glare. So let's see how we're doing here. I hope you don't get too much glare here. The first score line is going to be at 3.25 on the long side of your DSP. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull it over just like a slight hairline, like maybe a 1/64 of an inch. So you just want to go just right inside that 3.25 inch, and you're going to score it, okay? And you're going to do the same by turning it around and score it just inside that line, okay? And that's all the scoring you have to do with this one here. Okay, now the other 2 are for the boxes. Now the boxes you're going to need to score at 2.5 inches on the long side. Let's see. Okay, and turn it around 2.5 inches. Okay, and that's going to give you a 1/2 inch right here. That's how thick the box is going to be. And then you're going to turn it on the short side, and you're going to score it at 3.75 of an inch. Let's line that up here. Okay, and turn it around and do the same. And you're going to do that for both. Okay. Okay, I'm going to put that away for now. Okay, now let's put our 2 little boxes together, and you're going to fold and burnish all of your score lines. Now let me dig up my bone folder. Here it is. Okay. Now take your paper snips, and what you'll want to do is just cut up these little lines in the middle, okay? And if you want to, you can either notch in or just cut off that score line, or do a combination of both. Okay. I like to cut off the score line. Okay, let's do it with this one too. Okay, now you're ready to put the box together. But before you do, let's put the DSP on top of these 2. And that's these smaller pieces that you cut. Okay, And we're just going to do that with some snail adhesive. Okay. Now this is going to determine that this is the front of your box. Okay. What's that? Okay. Now on the opposite side, now that we know this is the front of the box, I'm going to put some fast fuse adhesive on here. Okay, and on this one. Okay, and we're going to fold those little flaps in, bring that up, and then just put your little box together like this. Should go together nicely. Okay, that's one box. Okay, there we go. Now we've got our two boxes done. Okay, let's work on the front and the inside. Now you're going to need 12 inches of ribbon. Before I put the ribbon on, I'm going to score or just fold my two lines here. I'm going to take my corner rounder. If you have your Project Life corner rounder, take your corner rounder, and I'm just going to round these edges here. I like to do them together so that they line up good. I line them up, and there we go. Now, I'm going to take one of these, and I am going to round the corners. Okay. And we're going to put that right here, but I'm going to take two of these. Now I'm not going to put them this way. I'm going to use the back side to put them right here, but I need to also round the corners. So let's do that with the corner rounder. This is such pretty paper, isn't it? I mean, it has so many colors in it. It's got Blushing Bride and the new mint macaron. It has Old Olive and some Hello Honey. I mean, there's just so much color in these. But I am going to use it on this side because I want the color to stand out here. You see what I'm talking about here? So before I lay anything down, I have to put the ribbon in. So I've got about 2 feet of ribbon. You may not need that much, but I'm going to fold it in half, and I'm going to get some fast fuse, and I'm just going to put some fast fuse right down the middle of this this little spleen here. And we are going to find the middle there, and if it's not perfectly in the middle, don't worry about it. You'll still be able to make a nice pretty bow. Now I'm going to put a little bit of fast fuse here to hold the ribbon down this way, and also on this side a little bit of fast fuse right here, and I'll hold the ribbon down right here. Okay, now excuse me, let's get these oh, I'm not using fast fuse for that. No need for, oh yes I am. I am using fast fuse, and this is the reason why. I don't want this to come up once excuse me, it's going to go like that. I want this to adhere really good down here so that when I adhere the box, it's not going to buckle. So I was right to get the fast fuse out, and I am going to put fast fuse. Make sure that I have put enough on here so that it does not come up. Now, I should be bringing up my craft mat, but I will bring that out next time. Okay. I am doing this, making sure that it's straight. Pretty straight to me. We'll do the other side with fast fuse. Really, really strong stuff. You could also use your tear tape tear end tape. That will work really good because you just need something very strong here. Tombow Mono multi-purpose liquid glue would probably also work here. But I don't like to use that with DSP. With regular cardstock, it's okay. Well, that'll be good enough here. All right, now you can take the back of your boxes, and we are going to use some tear tape. Now I am going to try to tear this, okay? You know, I don't really like tearing, but I'm going to try to just, I think also because I get my fingers all in everything. Let me bring in my craft mat. Okay, I'm going to put a slice right there, and I'll put a slice right here on that box, and I'll put a see what I mean? I'm not really that great tearing this stuff, and then it sticks to my finger. So let me get another piece of this. All right, tearing there. Okay, very, very sticky stuff, but you gotta love it because it is very strong, and it is gonna hold this cardstock to this DSP quite well. Okay, now let me get my paper piercing tool and get this off of here. All right, there and there. Well, you know what? Before I attach this, there's one thing I did forget. I'm going to do some stamping, and I am going to stamp. This is what I do when my stamps don't want to stick to my block. I put a little bit of glue on here. I think I'm going to use some Night of Navy because Night of Navy is in that color, in that DSP, and I am going to use a stamp set called Work of Art, and I'm going to use the Just For and that U, okay? And I'm going to put that just right down the center here, Just For, and then I'm going to take the U and I'm going to put it in this side here. So when they open the card, they see some words on the inside too. And of course, you can also add to a sentiment to one of these boxes here. All right, now I'm going to put the box right here on the edge, and I'm going to let my grid paper help me put it in because it needs to go in about an inch inside. So I'm going to line that up. I don't know if you can see this. Let me make sure you can see this. Okay, I'm going to line that up to the 5-inch mark on this side here. That's 5 inches there, and I'm going to see about lining that up to this. Now you want to go right to the edge, okay, and you will have it right in the middle. All right, and then use your bone folder to go in there. Okay, I'll do the same with the other side. Let me get this out of here before I stick my hand in it. Taking my paper piercing tool and peeling off the top paper from this tear and tape. Okay, now we're going to line that up here. Okay. And go in 1 inch, which is about right there. All right, right at the edge. See how easy that is to go together? And then you're going to put your tea bags in there. I've got 4 tea bags that my nephew's wife introduced me to. This wild sweet orange is so good, tangy and sweet, and just a wonderful tea for when you've got a cold and you need that little bit of juice. It's so good. I mean, I just absolutely love teas. Okay, now I'm going to tie this, but I know I still have to put the DSP on the outside, but I'm just going to go ahead and tie it together because it's going to give me a little bit of, let's see, this is the front here. It's going to give me a little bit of weight too. Okay, so, and that we can just use our snail because we don't have to attach anything heavy to it like the inside ones. And I am going to be showing the DSP, all the colorful side of this DSP on the outside here. Oops. Let's see, let's try to get this right pretty in the center. Okay. All right, now to save some time, I did make some little elements here. I made this with the scalloped oval punch, and then the large oval punch, the word window punch, and I also used Get Well Wishes from the set called Teeny Tiny Wishes. Okay, and then I brushed the outside with a little bit of the mint macaron because that's one of the colors. Now I used the punch that is the bird builder punch to get the leaves and this little branch here. So I think I'm going to put that on here. All right. Now I'm just going to take some snail adhesive and put some of this on here. Okay. We'll go like this. Oop. One thing about snail adhesive is very strong, stronger than you would think. So I'm just going to set that right down here in the middle here. And then I am going to, I'm going to pop this up with dimensionals here. And let's get some dimensionals out here. I'm going to put 2 of these on there on the back. Okay, one here and one here. That does not want to go away. Okay, sometimes that happens. All right. Now let's put a couple of little leaves on here. And I think I'll do that with glue dots. Let me get my mini glue dots out. And we're going to put one here. Like that. And we'll put another one here. Let's see, how do I want that to go? Yeah, that's good like that. We'll just put another glue dot right there. And pop that in like that. And let's put some flowers. I cut out some flowers from the, with the petite petals. Okay. Oh, this one does not want me to pick it up. There we go. And I cut 3 of them. And what I did, this color is in this DSP. It is the Blushing Bride. And so what I did is I took some Blushing Bride ink and I just inked the edges. And now I'm going to just pick these flowers up using the back of my paper piercing tool. And we'll do that and that. And then I am going to, I'll do this afterwards because what I'm going to do is use some dazzling details and some dazzling diamonds. But I'm going to turn these over. And I am going to put these on, I think I'm going to put, let's see, one right here. I'll put another one here. And, oops, one more. Can you see what I'm doing here? I got to always check to see if I'm still on camera. All right, I think we'll put one right there. Okay. Now what I'm going to do with the dazzling details is I am just going to put a little bit right in the center. And yes, it is sparkly. And you do need to let this dry, but if you want a little bit more sparkle, what you'll want to do is just take your dazzling diamonds and sprinkle a little bit on top of that. And just okay, get a scrap piece of paper over here. And so now you've got a little bit more sparkle on there. Isn't that pretty? So we're done. I mean, this doesn't really take that long to do. So I hope that you will try this. Get your tea bag get well cards ready for your friends who are under the weather during cold season. Might as well start making those little cards. So I hope you'll try this, like I say. Once again, I am Jeanette with Amazing Paper Crafts. You make it a great day. Bye-bye.